What's going on, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the Liverpool Let's Play series here on FM19. And not much has happened since you were last with us. It's the end of February, only a few games have been played, and there was a little bit of late drama on deadline day. So, as I said, we were looking for a backup goalkeeper, someone a bit better than Mignolet, and we did have actually a deal agreed for the Real Madrid keeper, Kiko Casilla. If I just find him, I probably should have been better prepared, my apologies. So yeah, we did have a deal agreed for this guy. Now, albeit he hasn't got the greatest scout report, only 2.5 stars. But as you can see, he is rated better than Mignolet, and they didn't want too much for him. I think we had a deal agreed for about 12.5 million. But unfortunately, wages were a stumbling block. We didn't have much in the way of wages, so unfortunately, we weren't able to get that deal across the line. Um, but one other guy I did look at, who was a youngster, is this guy, Florian Muller from Mainz, only 21. Again, not the greatest star rating now, 2 stars, but a potential of 3.5 stars, and he's a championship player now, and he obviously potential to be a Premier League player in the future. So not as good as Mignolet, but the potential is what was appealing to me. He's unhappy at Mainz, and they don't want too much for him. The only problem was I was going to put in a bid, but registration rules, we've already got the max amount of foreigners, and we can't. If we have a quick look, so yeah, 21 players registered, 4 spare spots for minimum of players trained in England. And if I'd have registered him, well, I wouldn't have been able to register him. If I'd have clicked in, then it wouldn't have allowed that. So unfortunately, yeah, we weren't able to get that one done. We did also have a late bid for Dejan Lovren. We had an offer from China, and all in all, the deal was worth 34.5 million. It was something like 15 mil up front, 20 mil there or thereabouts over additional fees and etc. So 34.5 million all in all for Dejan Lovren. He's 29. He's probably my fourth choice, third choice maybe centre back. Again, kind of like Ronaldo, I was stupid not to accept it. I did accept it, but he actually turned them down. Obviously, the contract offer wasn't good enough, so he sticks around. But one thing that is upsetting me a little bit, as you can see, Madrid interested in Mo Salah. Now, I'd be interested to know how much you lot think, well, if he's sellable at all. But if he is, how much would you take for Mo Salah? I'm not really sure right now. I hadn't even contemplated selling him. Obviously, he is our best player. His stats haven't been great this season. Got a good average rating, but as you can see, all in all, 4 goals and 6 assists in 27 games. I think, to be fair, I am limiting him a little bit because in the tactic that I play, as you see, we play with support wingers rather than attack. I don't like my fullbacks too exposed. It's just a personal preference, but yeah, that might be limiting him a little bit. As I said, only a few games have been played, so we'll check the highlights from those now. This game's been a proper stalemate. Can Fabinho seal it? He does with a penalty with 6 minutes to go. Fabinho scores. That could make all the difference in the title race. This game ended 0-0. That was probably the best chance of the game. Trent now on the right hand side. What can he do with it? Salah's in space. He finds Salah. Fabinho now. Cater's in space. Can he find him? He does. And he finds the corner out of the net. It is 1-0 to Liverpool. Salah with the corner now. He whips it in towards the far stick. Gomez is there. He gets the header down. Firmino all alone. And he prods home. 1-0. And that is literally that. As you can see, 4 games, 3 goals in them. Not a lot happened. Chelsea, the win away at Chelsea, that was a massive win. It was a proper stalemate of a game. We went there quite defensively. We played our normal system, but we stuck it on cautious. We played a bit more defensively, and we really held them. And like we saw, we got the penalty with Fabinho, and luckily we managed to come away with all 3 points. In the United game, not a lot happened, to be honest. It was a bit of a stalemate. Again, we went to Old Trafford, sort of shut up shop a little bit, as we did in the Chelsea game. And there really wasn't much in that game, to be honest. And the PSG game, a massive win away at PSG. As you can see, we had Trent sent off with about 20 minutes to go, but we managed to hold on. And Kylian Mbappe got sent off as well. Again, 96th minute. it's probably a little bit harsh. Though the game was just dying down, the final whistle was about to go. It's probably a bit of a needless sending off, but that means he's unavailable for the second leg, and I will take that all day long. Neymar was poor in this game. They offered practically nothing. Again, we went there, we sweated it out a little bit, and we've just been grinding out results. It's been superb. And then the Bournemouth game, again, 1-0. We went more attacking. We went back to our normal style in the Bournemouth game, but only one goal. I mean, we restricted them to like two shots, none on target. But even so, that seems to be a common trend. We don't really score that many. Obviously, the Watford game, you can see that we won 4-0, but throughout the season, we haven't really thrashed teams. It's just been sort of like a professional job, slim margins, really. I just noticed there the run that we've been on. We haven't conceded a goal in the league for absolutely ages. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games without conceding. Alisson has been on fire. But interestingly, he's not going to start today. Let's just have a quick look at the Premier League table. So with 11 games to go, we have a 13-point gap. Still unbeaten with 11 games to go. We have got some tough games to come. Chelsea a game in hand. They just played the Carabao Cup and they thrashed Newcastle. But if we have a look at games to come, we've got Arsenal and Man City, but that is about it. So I really fancy us to go on and win the title now, especially with this gap. You know, it would have to be an almighty collapse from here. So, yeah, I mean, we've got look, Merseyside derby coming up, Arsenal, but apart from that, City end of the season, hopefully it will all be wrapped up by then. I think, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we've got this in the bag. It's literally just the Champions League. If we have a look at the Champions League, some interesting ties in the first knockout round, and some interesting scores as well. United beat Valencia, Bayern 3-0 winners over Napoli, Juve 3-0 against Real Madrid. Remember, this is all just the first leg. The second legs are still to come. Obviously, we beat PSG. PSV, nice to see them make it this far. They lost at home 2-1 to Barca. Lyon beat Porto 3-2. Madrid 3-1 winners, Atletico that is, 3-1 winners away at Monaco. And City only managing a draw in Ukraine, so that is definitely interesting. But anyway, I said Alisson might not start today. I went on a bit of a tangent, my apologies. This is the team I'm going with today, so I've rotated a couple of places. We're playing Southampton, who are 19th for the league, so I feel fairly comfortable going to them with a little bit of rotation. Only a couple of places. Obviously, Mingers is in goal. I don't know why. Alisson's played pretty much every game. I kind of wanted to give him a break. I've not played him for a couple of games. He's played in the important games, but I've been giving him a break as and when I can. And Minile hasn't done too much. Well, he hasn't done too much at all. We've been superb defensively, so he hasn't had to do a lot. But one player I wanted to have a look at was Chiravella. Now, I don't know much about him. I know him from previous Football Managers. I mean, he's got some good stats for a 21-year-old. But yeah, he always starts at Liverpool, and depending on how the save goes, he can sort of, he can turn out. He can either become a superstar or he can just sort of turn into nothing there. So he's in and amongst the squad, and I wanted to just get him. Just wanted to try him out really. He's only played one game off the bench, so I just wanted to see what he was about. Danilo, since he's come in, the first few games he was absolutely top notch. You see, he's been superb, but he's just gone off the boil a little bit recently. So I've brought in Henderson for this game as well. I don't want Henderson to get unhappy with the lack of action. He is a club captain, and he was superb for us in the start of the season. So obviously Ryan Babel on the bench. I mean, who else could you want? So Cates had picked up a knock as well. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. So yeah, this is the side we are going with for the Southampton game. So without further ado, so then the game begins. We are of course away at the B team in our purple strip, kicking from right to left. And yeah, I'm interested to see how this one's going to go. I expect a victory for obvious reasons, and I say that. Southampton have the first highlight, Lamina, and it's gone in. Excellent. So probably a bit cocky. It's gone down as a Trent own goal. So that's a great start. Well done, boys. And a highlight straight from kickoff. Well, this better go better. We work it out. Alexander. I don't know why I'm calling him Alexander. I always call him Trent. Chivrella, lovely ball over the top for Salah. He's running the defenders. He's into the box, and that's a great save from Angus Gunn. We've discussed that sort of chance for Mo before. He does that a lot, but he never finishes it. But the corner's headed out to Henderson, plays it back out to Mo. What can he do? Salah goes by, whips a ball in, but it's evaded everyone, and Van Dijk's going to pick it up. But I guess that's going to be the end of the highlight, and it is. So, not the greatest of starts, but we come forward again. Salah now cuts inside, he goes on a run again. Salah, and again, like we just said, no end product on these really good runs. Southampton with a corner, Ward-Prowse, and it's a penalty. Højbjerg judged to have been pushed by Van Dijk, and it's all going wrong. Tapia, don't even know who that is. Mignolet saves it, and he gets the rebound. No. For all the hard work that we have done, and for everything, how can we be getting beaten by Southampton? It's could have called them the B team, isn't it? Are you joking me? Oh, we've beaten PSG, for goodness sake, at their place. Oh, why did I put Mignolet in goal? What have I done to myself? Oh, it can only get better from here. That's all we have to say. Well, it could get worse, actually. Right, come on, boys. Goal before half-time, Fabinho. What can he do? He's a bit isolated. Good tackle by Højbjerg. Tries to lump it forward, but Henderson will cut it off. Salah now with the ball. Chivarella. Fabinho, we're trying to remain patient, and Southampton have just got two solid banks of four back there. El Shaarawy, back to Robertson. Fabinho, someone get a ball in the box, for goodness sake. Salah, oh, good save again by Gunn. We've just not been clinical with our chances. Salah's had three glorious opportunities. He whips the corner in. It's evaded Gomez, and Gunn will easily collect. Angus Gunn on a 7.4 rating. He is the man of the match at the moment. And look at those stats. We've arguably been the better team. We've just been punished. Look at me getting cocky and confident. And our pride is at stake. We're unbeaten. We're 27 games in the league unbeaten. We're about to go and lose to a team who are 19th in the league. And Charlie Austin has just been wiped out by Van Dijk, apparently. Don't go in. James Ward-Prowse. It's gone over the bar. Thank goodness for that. What a start to the second half that would have been. I'm making a sub. Salah's on a 6.2. I think I'm going to take him off. Although, who do I bring on? Let's bring on Lallana. I mean, it's probably not the best idea to take off your best player when you're 2-0 down, but he's had an absolutely awful game. In times of trouble, Ryan Babel comes to me. Give me words of wisdom or a goal, that'll do very nicely. Oh, this is so bad. How are we playing so bad? Right, chance, come on, Trent. Inside to Henderson, out wide to Fabinho, to Babel. Can you do something magic, my friend? Out to Robertson, get the ball in, he can. Fabinho, oh, Bonner heads it away, and now Southampton can counter. Lamina, someone get him for God's sake. No, Redmond out on the left. I can see where this is going. Oh, no. Our first defeat of the season is going to be a hammering by a team in a relegation zone. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What can I do now? I mean, we've just got to go for it, haven't we? We literally have just got to go for it. Right, Hendo can move forward. Danilo. I mean, it's a great attacking change, but it's probably all too little too late, to be honest. Oh, well, there it goes then. The invincible season has well and truly been obliterated by a poor South. Well, I can't say that. Look at those stats. We've been a better team. Oh, this game is cruel sometimes. I've never done an unbeaten season, and I'm obviously going to have to wait. And I'm not, I'm not the kind of person that's like, I won't save and reload this, because I was in uni the other day. I was in a lecture in uni. I was sat at the back with one of my mates, and he was playing FM on his laptop. We just didn't care. And he's Tamworth he's playing like Football Manager 2017. I have no idea why, but he's Tamworth, and he got him up to the Championship, and he got into the playoffs, and he lost against Middlesbrough, and he reloaded it, and I just went mental at him. I was like, "What are you doing? You cannot do that." I'm not a fan of it. I don't do it, and this is quite easily a game where I would do that, but it's just disgusting. I mean, Chelsea have got a two game in hand on us now. So if they win both of those, they get to within 7 points. So I mean, everything I said before the game is just come back to bite me, really. But yeah, that's that is all for today, guys. I'm properly deflated after that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd when do we come back? Do you want to see the second leg of the PSG? I think what we might do is a double header, and I'm thinking maybe the second leg of PSG, and then something like the Arsenal game. We'll skip the Wolves and the Palace game, and then we'll do the Arsenal game because that'll be a really good game to watch. I mean, it's at the Emirates, and things can only get better from here, can't they? Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed that. I need to go and have a cry, I think. Pop a like on there for me if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more FM content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.